I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2003. I had no symptoms that anything was wrong. My father, 2 uncles, and 3 older brothers all died from advanced stages of prostate cancer. One of our traits is stubbornness, and they were of the opinion that if you had no symptoms, you couldn't be sick. There could not be anything wrong. When I started to have an increase in my PSA, he suggested because of the strong family history that I have a biopsy, and that's how I ended up getting diagnosed.
We believe in a multidisciplinary approach, which means you should always talk with several specialists who treat a specific cancer. So for example, Bob saw a urologist and went and had a long discussion about the surgical options, and then was referred to myself, and we discussed all the radiation options, and he was offered several treatments and decided to choose prostate brachytherapy, which is when we place radiation seeds into the prostate gland.
I just couldn't hardly believe that something as serious as prostate cancer, having seen what it would do to someone, could be treated this simply. This was about me, so I had a lot of questions for her, and I was just impressed with the way she handled it. Whatever questions I had, or however much time I needed, she was there. I just wanted the best treatments out there. When I went to Siteman, the whole thing just came together.
Siteman has the latest technology, and I'm happy to be able to work with state-of-the-art technology. So to be able to have the technology, and then to be able to have the clinical trials, and then to have the support network is really unparalleled. You have everything that you need to offer state-of-the-art services on every level.
I have twin boys, and I've told them about my situation. And the trick is catching it early, because if you catch it early, the treatment is simple and life goes on. There's a stigma in the African American community with prostate cancer, and primarily I think it's because of the procedure needed to diagnose it. Now, if it was just a PSA, you probably would get a higher participation, but if the PSA comes back high, then you have to go for the digital rectal exam, and that's where they kind of back away from that, because it's a very private thing, And so they just, the majority of them that I talk to even now will say, oh, no, not me, And even if you talk about the fact that there are no symptoms early on, and when you do get symptoms, you're in trouble with this disease, And they still, they just don't want to accept that.
African American men have the highest incidence, meaning they develop prostate cancer at a higher rate than any other ethnic and racial group, but more importantly is the lethality, how lethal prostate cancer is in the African American community. There's a 2-time higher death rate from prostate cancer. So the recommendation from the American Cancer Society for African American men is to have an informed discussion, but to have their initial screening at the age of 45 years. And if you have a significant family history like Bob has, and African American, even consider 40 for your first year of screening. Many men who have family histories like Bob are not going to the doctor to get a PSA screening, and I salute him for saying, I want to be in charge and know if something's going on and get on top of this.
I've been cancer-free for 10 years. I've taken it one day at a time, putting as much into that one day as I can. And when it's up, it's up. But I intend to enjoy it as long as I can, every minute of it.